I would define an international partnership as essentially an interaction or cooperation, and I guess one can debate about the level of cooperation, but fundamentally it's cooperation with another institution outside of the boundaries of Namibia, of course. And the Department of Land Management has engaged in a number of international partnerships agreements through the years, some that are more active than others, and some that have or are currently more active than others. But we've had many valuable interactions in the past, and with some partners the interaction takes place in cycles, where one project might be complete and the international partnership perhaps takes a back seat for 6 months or a year until an appropriate project comes online again. The Department of Land Management has approximately half a dozen active international partnerships, but in total we are engaged with about 12 to 15 partnerships at the moment. The degree of cooperation varies between a straightforward student exchange to a more involved and complicated staff exchange to extensive cooperation on a multi-million-dollar project. One such multinational project that the department is engaged in is on the communal land reform, the MCA land management project. It involves a consortium of German companies, the Millennium Challenge account and the Polytechnic of Namibia, to register communal land parcels and to improve essentially the registration of communal land parcels. And this involves academics from the Polytechnic, students from the Polytechnic, as well as international consultants. And so you really have a multifaceted cooperation. And the value of this type of cooperation that it provides multiple opportunities for students and staff to gain experience, to do consulting work, and for students to be involved in actual projects utilizing the theoretical knowledge and skills that they've acquired at the Polytechnic, and to apply those skills in a real-world situation. And there is no better classroom than the real world, and taking students out and providing them with that exposure, we find that it adds an additional level of depth to their understanding of the theoretical contents that they have been given in class, and it also better enables them to understand in future the theoretical constructs which they get afterwards, having been exposed to industry in that manner. Naturally, the academic and consulting value for students and staff in the international partnerships is of paramount importance, but one should not forget that as important is the social and cultural exchange that comes with that. On a number of projects we've had students from Germany and lecturers from Germany visiting the Polytechnic, delivering some lectures, and then having joint excursions with the Namibian students on these projects, going out and doing field work. And the response that we've received from students and staff, both from the visiting students as well as from our local students, is that the cultural exchange and the social exchange and the peer learning that is accompanied by these activities is of fundamental importance to the development of the students, and therefore also of our programs and the development of these students as individuals with a varied social and cultural experience, as well as, of course, an excellent academic experience. The international partnerships are